Okie dokie. What is up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP Through Jumped, and my hair's sticking out the side of my head while my hat's. Excuse me. My hair's sticking out the side of my head even as I'm wearing my hat. Like my gosh, catch him. Anyway, not catch him, catch him. For years I mispronounced it as whatever. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. Today this video is kind of long overdue, but I've been busy catching up with other content, but I've been busy making other content and trying to catch up with other content. I guess no, that's actually fitting. Talking about Ash Ketchum is actually fitting because I've been catching up with other content. Made that shit up right now on the spot. Guess I'm not that bad at improv, but yeah, that's why this video is so delayed because yeah, this video I've been putting this off for like over 2 weeks, but anyway, today I'm talking about none other than the I gotta take a shower, so I'm a little delirious. But today I'm reviewing the coveted season 5 premiere of The Loud House called School. It's a 1-hour special. It was the first 1-hour special the series has ever had so far. So yeah, so this episode was an extravaganza, man. Like why am I staring at my level editing screen? There's way too many windows on my screen. Jeez. Alright, there you go. So yeah, this episode it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of subplots going on. There's mainly like 3 major plots, and I'll get into them. In this episode, Lincoln he starts middle school along with his friends, and so everyone's moving up in life in this show. Lincoln and all his friends are going to middle school. Everyone in the show is aging up by 1 year, and as a result, Laura's also going to college, and Lily is going to preschool at age 2, which I find interesting. I don't know at age 2 in real life. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but because I think I went to kindergarten at like 5. I don't think I went to preschool until I was like 3 or 4. Yeah, I actually remember being in preschool at like 3 years old. But anyway, so this episode has a lot going on for it, and it was overall a whole lot of fun, and it was I was a tad bit worried as to how the episode was going to handle all of how I was going to juggle all of the plots, and so I think it did a pretty good job of it. Could the plots about Lori and Lily have been their own episodes? Yeah, sure, but it worked out. They fit pretty well in this episode. Like that, I think that was kind of the whole point. Like I said, this episode was an event. Like it was this episode marked the major turning point in the series. Everyone's aging, and that being everybody is aging up and moving on and moving on in life. So that was the theme of this episode, and also the theme of this episode was characters having to deal with change. That was the whole that was the whole like premise of this episode, is just change. For all the characters involved, actually, and like he's like really confident, And he even sings a song at the beginning, which is a really well written song. I had that shit stuck in my head for days after watching the episode. I believe it's called "We'll Be Fine." It's a really good song, and it has a really good melody. It's mainly Lincoln Loud singing, but all of his friends are singing. It's not just Lincoln. So yeah, that's a great song, and there's a second song in the episode. It's called I forget what it's called, but it's about Canada because Lincoln accidentally winds up. Uh, Long story short, yeah, I don't feel like getting into the details because it's kind of convoluted, but Lincoln winds up going to school in Canada, all because he wanted to switch out of his homeroom teacher's class because it was unbearable. It was like that classroom was like basically in a secluded shack with Chandler was in that classroom. Yeah, fuck Chandler. And so yeah, that's overall just not great. Lincoln wound up going to Canada all because he wound up his principal wound up transferring him to Canada all because Lincoln just wanted to just get a different homeroom class. So that was in the whole ordeal in Canada, and Lincoln's friends are all trying to get him back from Canada, and that is it's crazy, man. Like and then we're just gonna this episode this review is gonna be a little all over the place, but Alright, so jumping to Lori's side of the story, she's moving into college. I really honestly am very surprised that they skipped her like graduation ceremony because I really thought that was going to be its own episode. Like that would have been a great episode, but that just didn't happen for whatever reason, and that's a little disappointing to be honest with you. But Lori going to college, her problem is she's trying to find a dorm room. But every dorm room is themed after various like attributes of golf. Like one room, there's like a quiet floor, which I guess is in reference to how golf is like a very reserved sport and people are very quiet and golf commentators always whisper for whatever reason, and Geico even made a parody of that whole phenomenon. Like if you're a golf commentator, you whisper. And in that commercial there was like a kraken coming out of the fucking lake. It was fucking ridiculous, and the golf commentators, they were still whispering. So yeah, I guess that's what the silence floor is based on. And then you have other floors based off other golf hazards. Like there's a floor with fucking sand filled to the brim with fucking sand. There's a floor with fucking water in it. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. But then we jump to Lily. She can talk now in full sentences for the first time. And she actually has she actually has a new outfit. She's the only character who actually got a new outfit change, and she's got her. She's actually getting to wear her main color, which is lavender, which is isn't really shown all that much, because the first and only time we ever saw Lily in like what would be her like regular outfit was in the episode Project Loud House, where Lincoln was trying to get Lily dressed for school. So yeah, this is the first time since like 4 years that we're seeing Lily in a new default outfit. So yeah, it's just a white t-shirt and lavender shorts and white shoes. And so yeah, hearing Lily talking, it's adorable. And so Lily's trying to go to preschool, but she has to learn how to potty train in order to do that. So she doesn't want to. See, the thing is, to Lynn Senior and Rita that Lily doesn't know how to be potty trained, but they find out that Lily has been potty training in secret, has learned to potty train all along in secret, so she could stay home. And then her parents have a talk with her about it, and And yeah, so then there's another subplot where Lenny accidentally goes to Lily's preschool. That's pretty damn funny. And so yeah, Lily Lenny shows after she accidentally got sent to Lily's preschool, which is funny. She shows Lily the screenshots of what her experience was like in preschool. And then Lily, upon seeing the screenshots, the pictures taken, she was elated by what she saw, like finger painting and as well as other things I can't remember right now. But yeah, then after that, she was going to she was just running out the door and getting her backpacks, like, Lily, go to school, Lily, go to school. And so yeah, it's at that point she wants to go to preschool after all, and yeah, so the so not only does is this episode about change and characters having a hard time going through that, it's also about embracing change. All of the characters learn to embrace the changes that are going on in their lives, and uh, it all involves like moving up to a higher position of schooling. For all three of the main characters that are featured, Lincoln, Lori, and Lily. So that's pretty cool. That I love that symmetry between all the plots, and my throat's killing me. But yeah, so that's a really cool. It's just really neat that there's all these similarities with the plots, and how every plot feels like united and unified. So that was real cool overall, and I so yeah, there's even a part where Lincoln's friends were they were kind of didn't really know what to do without Lincoln, because Lincoln is the glue that holds that group together, and they were unsure what to do without Lincoln's guidance, and they were trying to figure out who the new leader could be. Now I'm thinking in my mind, well, Stella could be a good stand-in for Lincoln as the leader of the group, but that didn't happen. Because that didn't happen in this episode. It happened in a previous episode, Tales of Woe. I believe that was what the episode was called. But Stella didn't step up as a leader in this, which is odd. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. This episode was all over the place too. But like I said, just all in all, I get my final thoughts. This episode was a whole lot of fun. It was a great season premiere. It was for the first 1 hour special. It was fucking awesome. And my camera's shaking. I'm sorry. Watching it live was a blast. And yeah, I was planning on watching it again since I hadn't seen it in a long time. But it's just so memorable. Excuse me. I didn't really need to watch it again, even though I plan on rewatching it at some point. It's just really fun. It's also a lot more randomness in this episode than usually what's seen in the Loud House. Because even as a cartoon, there's a lot of cartoony moments in the Loud House, as well as the Casa Grandes. They're a little bit. These cartoons are a little bit more grounded in reality. But this episode was a weird exception of that, because this episode, it felt like a Fairly Odd Parents episode in terms of the writing and the situations that were going on, and this is the best way I can describe it. And yeah, so PlayStation, what the hell are you trying to distract me for? Anyway, so this episode was all in all really great. 2 really big thumbs up, and which was a rating that was given to a lot of kids movies back in the day for some reason. If you got them on like the DVDs or VHSs, it would say on the back, "2 really big thumbs up." It would say that for a lot of movies, like up in Monster House in particular. But yeah, so I am going to go take a shower. So because I have nothing else to say about this episode. It was great. We also finally got an idea of how old Lynn Senior is. He's around. It's revealed that he's in his early to mid 40s. So he was been pie trained. He's been pie trained for 42 years. So we finally have an idea of how old Lynn Senior is. Not sure about Rita though. Even though she had a birthday episode in the past, they never revealed how old she was. Oh well, I guess we'll find out in due time, because there's another birthday episode that came out just recently about the twins, Lola and Lana. I will talk about that episode another time in the near future. So once again, if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, if you liked this episode, let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. And so, yeah, all in all, I thought this episode was a freaking blast from start to finish. And I highly, highly recommend it. And I would even go as far as to say that this would be a great first episode to watch if you're just getting into the Loud House. There was only a few things I didn't like about the episode, like Lynn Jr. being like overly strict as a new hall monitor, and also Chandler being just, well, Chandler, he's a fucking ass. But aside from those things, this episode was damn near perfect, and yeah, I highly recommend it. So once again, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. And I'm going to take a shower. And no, you cannot shower with me, because y'all look at my fucking hair. It's a freaking mess. But oh well. Hopefully I'll get a haircut soon. Maybe